Hello, Maria here with Fourth Dimension. Thanks for joining me today. Just shot in the arm, a little late for a Monday, but been busy. So thanks for your patience. What's in the collective for the energy floating around right now? More will be revealed. Okay. Allow yourself to dream and imagine what more wonderful things will be revealed to you the days and months ahead as you are on your journey. Your life will get exponentially better the longer you work on yourself. More will be revealed. Key from the universe. So anytime I feel, and we just had kind of a string of release and receive messages, and it feels like whoever has released their third parties or toxic relationships or stepped out independently on your own, this is standing in faith kind of vibe for me. So somebody is moving forward, and I feel like the questions of why, what happened, what is going on in the relationship, why did you ghost me, why did you pull away, why did you give, more will be revealed. If you are standing on faith, not chasing, not reacting, not responding, just moving in faith, you're going to be getting downloads, messages. I think more will be revealed. Can you pull two more? Yeah. So forgiveness is on the bottom of the deck, and I just felt called to pull four, so I just listen to my guides when I get these downloads. But you might be recognizing duality, right? And duality with the mirror effect is you might be working with a twin, a high level soulmate, and it is a yin-yang energy for me. I'm trying not to get a glare on that. But the duality with the snake. Okay, how do I say this nicely? Whoever I'm reading for, you might have had a past, right? And it is understanding that the past is possibly your greatest asset. The past is helping you recover from relationships, situationships that don't serve you anymore. I also get the sense that when you have this dark and light within you, you know how to master this, where maybe you sat in the dark, or maybe you weren't even aware that you were dark, or had dark tendencies, meaning self-centered, egocentric, reaction to fear, or somebody trying to manipulate you, or that you were trying to manipulate somebody out of reacting to your energy. But it's like you got a reality check, or somebody disclosed something. Maybe a therapist, family member, you just recognize, maybe the divine gave you a download that says this is toxic, reaction, response, pull back, jump in, fix someone, and you're recognizing this. So you have some duality, and it's understanding when and how triggers work. And it's also understanding when not to react. The duality is the ability to use the dark to maybe transmute that energy and move into the light. The mirror effect is you might be mirroring somebody, or it could be your twin, somebody who I feel is coming out to help and they want to submit to this relationship. I feel one is ahead of the other. One is younger, or if not younger, immature, and it's naivety. It's not necessarily, it's just an inexperience. Don't take it negatively. It's just, if you've never done it or had been faced with something, this maybe new information. So somebody's now willing to hear what you have to say or reach out to you for help, or this might be your energy going to somebody else. I don't know. I just read. So just put the fries in the basket. So the energy of the last several days have been conversations or addressing something. If you're sitting alone and you haven't had any of these conversations, you might be recognizing your part in a past relationship you pulled away from as the dark side of you, or things that don't serve you anymore. The things that you reacted to, you're not reacting to anymore. So you've changed. I have 777 on the clock. Forgiveness. I can't make it up, y'all. So it's not just forgiving of others and yourself, but of the situation. I feel like balance is required in this situation, and that's that duality. It says, love can heal even the deepest wounds. The angels encourage you to forgive and let go of your past grievances and relationships, allowing love to flourish and grow. just kind of what I said. I feel called to use these two decks too before I give you your, I'll finish with the words of wisdom from the angel little heart tarot deck with the -47 font. I want you to know, whoever I'm reading for has been through it, right? And it's an awakening. It's possibly several awakenings. It's determining what I want, what doesn't fit, where I'm going, really focusing on your future you. And if it doesn't fit, it doesn't have space. Trash. Okay, on that note, I feel like you're taking things to the trash that don't fit into your personal life. It's too much. Letting go. It's cutting and throwing out memories. It's releasing a relationship. You might be, it says around summer, but this person may come back around the summer, just checking your boundaries, I feel. But if you said no thank you, it feels very much like somebody's releasing somebody that just, it's just, it feels like a very long-standing relationship, or many relationships that not only didn't serve you, but quit working, very much like a drug. So I'm not sure if, dropped a card, I have to go get it. It feels very similar to, I don't know if a drug is the right word, but a habit. It could be a habit, but it feels like a relationship that kind of falls into that category. So let's say I'm dating, living, interacting with somebody who's paying all my bills, but I'm not engaging with them on an emotional level because that's not what we do. That's the vibe. There's some terms and a deadline. Somebody's putting a deadline around this, or they have, and they're like, well, if this person isn't going to reach out or whatever by this time, I'm just going to let them go. Well, I feel like you might be letting this person go. I also have somebody coming in and wanting to rush back in. It feels very Pisces. It feels very Leo, Gemini. Somebody might be rushing in to want to work on this with you. But I feel like you're trying to move on from this situation. But they're saying they're going to be around. It might happen again in the summer. You're unsatisfied. Yes, thank you. This is the vibe. You see this person, or they're calling you a twin flame. I don't know. It could be a high level soulmate, deeply entwined. It feels very like barbed wire that's been rolled up into a ball. That's how it feels. Now I'm going to give you a visual. That shit hurts. You're trying to untangle yourself from the emotional codependent relationship, because I feel like your emotional level is needy. Not in a negative way. You just want reciprocation. You want to have an equal give and take. You want to have a balanced relationship. And this person is giving you the bare minimum. They're barely showing up for you in any level. They might give you money. They might, see you on occasion, but this is very flat. It doesn't feel very reciprocal. It could be a job. Take it as it resonates. You might be choosing to leave a partnership, or it feels like a collaboration more like it, because you're not getting anything out of it and you're the only one showing up doing all the work kind of vibe. And it could be the same thing in the relationship. Take it as it resonates. Tell me more. But I feel somebody's going to be reaching out for help, or you are seeking help, which is helping you grow. Investments in the reverse. I'm taking it in the reverse. I feel like you don't see, it's fell on trash too. The investment that you put into this thing isn't reciprocal. I remember, this reminds me of a story. Of course I got a story. Of course I do. Would be me. So I was working with this financial group, and I was really questioning, we'll say, the return I was getting. And at one point I was super frustrated because I think I lost, and this is like your 401, and I'm of a certain age where I'm worried about that, you know what I mean? Your retirement plan. And it was a pretty significant loss, and it was consistent, and yet I kept getting a lot of lip service about this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you know what? I have friends that are making money in the same economy. In this, and I have a high risk, whatever. It doesn't matter. I challenged them, and there was no improvement. In fact, they handed my account off to some intern. I fired him. Like there. That's his feeling. By the way, it all turned out better. I got a better guy and he's great. So thank you very much, Noah. You're freaking awesome. So this is a reverse. You're not getting any of your returns that you've invested. You're a smart person. And I feel like, you know, it's kind of fish or cut bait kind of vibe. And it's release and receive. That's what I feel. Home based. You might be working around. You're trying to do something. And I'm going to keep it real. If this is a work environment, you're leaving one corporate job to do something independently. I feel, and you're planning, you're working hard, man, on doing this. It's going to happen. I want to say July. You might even be moving June, July. You're making plans for this change. Okay, I'm not taking all of those, but I will take the one that came in the upright. You're saving to advance on something. You might be the face of something as well. But you're, I feel, trying to save for something. This will be a success. There is a deadline on it. And you're working on your resources. You might even be looking for investors. God, this feels very much like both. Duality, right? Hold up. I just want to get these two cards. Sorry, I'm dropping them. I'm not taking this one. It was face down. Not taking it. These are both in the reverse. You might have invested in something that you felt was a bright idea, and it turned out that you didn't get your reward from it. Your fruits of labor didn't come out, and you can do this better on your own. Somebody may come in and literally beg you to stay, whether it's, it feels very passionate, and it feels very, like whatever was said to you, done to you in the past to make this severed relationship happen, or is currently happening, take it as it resonates, you know, but it feels like if they, let's say you got termed for no reason whatsoever, I feel like God, your divine, your team is asking you to forgive this situation, these people, and transmute this negative energy. It doesn't define you. This does not define you. In fact, it's going to better you for doing something extraordinary independently. I feel like you need to be doing this independently. You might have people come forward and want to invest and want to partner with you. Don't share your wealth. Sorry. If it's a relationship, it feels very much like somebody stepped out or you were ghosted, something like that. It was just not the investment you have been making independently. Peace. Love this. Peace. You're looking for some peace. Calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding in greater spheres of love. Relax. Do not worry about or for anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. This is somebody's working really, really hard, project, situation, their own glow up, their own blow up. This is maybe their own body, their own well-being. You might be a writer. You might be writing something for social media. You might be writing for, it's a platform, I feel, or you could be writing a book. You could also be writing these short stories, that sort of thing. Somebody's going to recognize you, I think, soon, but you have a deadline. There's also a deadline. Not only did you place a deadline, but I also feel that you are putting deadlines on other people. These are serious deadlines too. Financial deadlines, work deadlines, if they don't, whatever. And again, reading for a lot of folks, so I'm getting kind of different messages. Several of you have put a deadline at work. If it doesn't improve, if I don't get a raise, if I don't get a promotion, if they don't recognize my talent, I'm out of here. But you're working on something independently. Something that maybe you've been here a while, a couple of years, and you're just not feeling the promises that they gave you are being delivered. Whether it be in a relationship, whether it be at work, doesn't matter. It's the same vibe. It feels like bait and switch kind of vibe. I did a reading a long time ago. It kind of feels the same energy of the things that you invested in. aren't, and this is different. This is different. This isn't like somebody who's going and checking the paper cup and the soil and you put the seed in it when you're in kindergarten and you watch it grow. It's not like you're digging it up to see if your investments are coming out every single day. It's like you left it alone and you're investing in this thing. It's like you're trusting that this has gotten or going to get better, and it's not. If it's karmic relationship or a twin flame, something like that, somebody's going to come forward and have a conversation. I have this Page of Swords with the King of Cups. You might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I also feel this Page of Swords is the truth coming out. The more will be revealed. Somebody's going to owe you an amends, but it's also tied to, I feel, a collaborative event because it is new ideas. Somebody's going to come forward and have a conversation. Maybe you're the King of Wands right there. The Magician came out. Maybe you got some magical powers you want to share with the world. Maybe you're a master healer, master manifester, but the Magician is moving very, very quickly in the right direction, like forcefully moving forward, regardless of the towers falling around. It's like you're sipping tea amongst the chaos. And this is, that's part of this, is you being able to transmute. Yeah, peace. I go back to the peace card. You're finding your peace in this situation. I think there's a bunch of nefarious. It feels very underhanded. It feels very low current, very dark energy that's trying to either steal your design, take from you, manipulate you to stay in a situation that no longer serves you, but you're going to get out of this thing. It feels very similar. There's that ace. I was hoping to see that. Somebody's up in their head and high level of anxiety because they know time's running out. You might be, whoever I'm waiting for, might be in a situation where you're leaving a partner to go and pursue something that actually matches your energy. But I also feel somebody is moving at warp speed forward. And that's part of this person's panic, is that they've been working on self, I feel, but they've seen you're like miles ahead of them, and they're going to have they want to have some mental clarity, maybe of who you are to them, maybe this relationship and what you're supposed to do together. But this is healing and dropping the burdens and this resentment to come forward and talk to you about it. It's kind of the vibe I get. It's very healing. It's also divinely guided because it's hope, and it's feels very much like faith. I had faith. I'm having faith, and I just said that. I'm having faith in where I'm supposed to be, and I'm just going to sit in my canoe and allow things to come to me. I'm not fighting for anything. I'm only supposed to take the King of Wands. You might be dealing with a fire sign who's now an Emperor of the Ten of Cups. He might be coming forward to you. They're moving forward, and I kind of feel King of Wands is a strategic king, natural leader, visionary. You might be approached with this person. They see the bigger picture. This is the kind of the recognition I was feeling is maybe you have an employer that didn't value, now sees you going to come back, but it feels, or a past boo, I don't know, bae, 10 of Pentacles. It's very much wish fulfillment. It might even be a partnership in collaboration. It's wealth. This person has money, stable, CEO level. This is a secure person. They're not looking to take from you, but to add to you. But there is a sense of duality, right? They want to work together with whatever you're doing, and the dark and the light mixed together. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful illustration in my head of understanding. This isn't, I have family and friends that work together, but they are missing pieces. They miss pieces to the relationship. They don't have balance in their partners. In this relationship, the moon. This is somebody who wants to come and disclose why there's an imbalance in this thing. And they're afraid, I think, of the dark that they're not willing to let go of or haven't let go of. They're not willing to talk about releasing, or they are needing help releasing. But these extra burdens, somebody might have gotten into a relationship that they need to get out of. Somebody, it's kind of like a placeholder vibe. I don't know what to tell you. That's kind of how it feels. But the secrets are fears and not good enough, and yeah, they're in a hermit mode. You might be in the hermit mode with this nostalgia feeling, the Six of Cups, about this ending, or they want a rebirth with you, or they're going through a transformation. But whatever this is, it's a completed energy, completed cycle. They want to celebrate and come forward. They now are working on self, finding they have enough tools. They might have even mastered a tool or two tools. personal kit kind of thing is not just I'm celebrating and manifesting my own ability to be well, whatever the well looks like for this person, but it might be also I'm manifesting my skill set in this personal thing that I want to grow, whatever that is. Page of Wands, it's a passionate conversation. This person, yeah. 7 of Swords fell on the world. So any deception, betrayal, third party, it feels very like old fish kind of vibe. Sorry. The shit that you took out to the trash that I was just talking about. The things that don't fit in your life anymore because they stink, they smell, and they just are toxic as all get out. Somebody's realizing this is terrible. I don't want, why am I holding on to this old salmon, let's just say. I'm just trying to keep us clean here. And they're inspired, I feel. This is a limitless potential. It's like money making money if it's a job. If it's a relationship, it's forever love. It's replenishing the cup, pouring into itself consistently versus scattering out amongst the world, trying to get a full cup of love when I've invested all of my Olympic size bucket of love into these people and they're coming back to me with scraps, with Dixie cup level. 2 of Cups. I wasn't planning that, with an Ace of Pentacles to the 8 of Cups to the Knight of Pentacles to the 5 of Cups. So, and this fell off in the past. So, somebody's releasing something and an expectation of others. They might be leaving a job. It could be both. They are releasing a long-term flat relationship, in my opinion, that nobody got. It just outgrew. It's like throwing out shoes that you have holes in. It just doesn't fit in your life. And you love the shoes. They just don't serve you anymore because you need a different pair. This person is recognizing this is a unified love. This is a partnership, right? It's a mutual attraction. It could be a soulmate, but this is somebody coming in to offer you a real cup. If not you, then the divine. Because I do have a lion there, and I have a lion tattoo, and that's my creator. That's how I see my creator, as a protector. Could be a Leo. Could be a Leo. But there's mutual attraction, and it's elevating. This Ace of Pentacles is wanting to move forward. They might even be in discussion with you now, or they're going to bring a discussion, and it is a gift from the divine. There it is. Where I feel like this new beginning will bring abundance. It's manifestation. It's an opportunity, a new career. It could be a financial plan. I just said that too. It's a new venture and prosperity is coming. This requires somebody to leave the past behind. They must walk away from things that don't serve them, never to return again. It could be third parties. It could be dark energy. It could be anything. They have to pick a team. They have to pick a tribe. It's almost like, I don't have any goals. I don't have any vision. I don't have any plan. Well, then somebody else is going to be directing you. That's this energy. Is this person, whoever I'm reading for, your partner, your person, whatever that is, could, if not you, had to, you were pouring, this is the vibe, you were pouring into 8 several different cups, 8 cups, and you didn't get anything back. And so you have to release this in order to in search of your 10. And not only is this 10 of Cups, but 10 of Pentacles. So this is a completion, and you're coming into a long-standing, this thing, I always say, this is my watching water turn into ice sort of relationship. It has taken forever for this to reach you. You put in the hard work and the productivity. You're looking back. This fell on the 5 of Cups, or your person is, take it as it resonates. The 3 of Cups that are spilled, looking at the 2 behind, and now with the 7 is understanding the difference between the 3 of the 8 right here, of the things that don't serve them, and looking back to say, who is for me, who isn't for me, who will I invest back into? And it's also, it's a long-term view, kind of like with the investors that I let go of. This is hard work and perseverance, diligence. This person's willing to do the work. Anything else you want to share about this spread before I let these folks go? They're sitting this fell over here under the moon. They don't know what to tell you. It's a difficult decision. They're being weighed down. This is I'm sorry, somebody who tries to stay in an optimistic, very good person. I'm telling you, this is a very healthy individual who's now balanced, but they're stuck based on, if I go forward, lots of emotion, lots of fear, lots of feeling, a lot of water in this energy, very Scorpio, very Pisces, very Cancer, very Leo, Libra. But this is somebody who's stuck on a decision and it's a maybe, right? So should I go forward and have this conversation? I'm weighing my options. I'm avoiding, I'm at a deadlock. I can't move forward. And that's why the Ace of Wands is on the side. Should I even reach out to this person? This person knows you're the better choice. Tower. This is God intervening. Swear. More will be revealed. Boom. More will be revealed. So the Tower, I feel, is an epiphany, an awakening, a transition. I feel like they just, yep, and they're going to make a recommend. I feel almost like this person or whoever this person is going to be in a situation and just like, what am I doing here? I'm getting nothing from this. This reading might be your epiphany. This might be your Tower. I'm getting nothing back from this situation. I need to invest in myself. I need to start this new project. I need to accept this new endeavor. It is given by the divine right there, this new relationship. And it's an urge of, I need to act on this. That's what this passion is. So you have an Ace of Pentacles, an Ace of Wands. So if you happen to have an immediate upheaval, chaos in your life, I said drinking tea amongst the chaos. Did I not? That's kind of the vibe. So you just need to sit in your canoe and allow the towers to fall, the company that you work for to collapse on itself. All the nefarious activity that worked around you will fall. You are divinely guided and protected. Somebody is rushing in with a high level of action, whoever I'm reading for, with a new opportunity, or you're going to be presented outside of this for growth opportunity. It's going to just, you're going to be fine. You're standing in faith. I cannot reiterate that enough. You're going to have a decision to make. You're going to have to see things from a different perspective immediately to see the value. But this is surrendering. This is releasing. This is letting go, seeing a different perspective, enlightenment, viewing things in a different, take off the rose-colored glasses of the relationship you've been pouring into that you've never gotten anything really from, and understand you're chasing rainbows and blue sky. This person is not probably going to change, or they would have by now, and they would have pursued you if this is something you want to continually pour into. It's like you're investing in somebody to change, and they're not going to change. It's nothing negative. It's just people are people. I mean, you can sit in a tower for years. You can sit there until even the divine can shove millions of towers at this person. They can go through divorce, bankruptcy, jail time. They can go through everything, lose job, all the stuff. And there isn't an awakening that occurs because they're not accepting the message. This is a brand new communication about a new opportunity that's coming forward to you. It's long-standing and it's definitely solid, and they have already created a financial investment. They're going to want to invest in you. They have done the work. They were still working. This is somebody working very hard, diligently. It's almost like one side. If this is you, let's say, and you're watching me, you're doing the work, you're putting in the effort, you're going back and you're doing some shadow work, some inner child stuff, whatever you want to call it. But you're facing your fears of, why do I keep making choices that keep me in this space? Why do I consistently pour in time, money, effort, energy into something where I'm not getting fulfilled? That's this energy. You're using your intuition and you're now done. I feel maybe you currently are in a space of juggling or feeling juggled maybe, and you have multiple priorities. You also might have multiple opportunities coming up for work. Here comes that Knight of Cups with the Seven of Wands to the Queen of Swords. You might have with the King of Swords. This is a very honest with the Wheel of Fortune. Whoop, whoop. That's what I was hoping for. This cup of love that the divine is trying to bring to this person or to you requires, somebody's defensive. Yeah, it's an honest conversation. Yeah, it needs to happen because you both have to be on the same page, but somebody's going to come straight with you. And it is about curiosity and challenges. But this is non-biased judgment. It's head over heart, just getting the record straight, and so you can move forward and collect your abundance. There's that ace, same Ace of Cups. Now you got 3 aces out. That closure that we saw at the beginning, that world, this is now the completion of the cycle. Thank you. Might put you in your head. You might have some decisions to make, but you can trust this person to be genuine, I believe, because I think that's the key, is somebody is maybe still stuck in a dark spot, but they're coming forward with honest conversation. I think you can trust this person. They seem to be honest. I don't know. It's up to you. Use your intuition. I think the divine is going to know if this person, you're going to know immediately off this card. You're going to know immediately if this is somebody who is coming at you for an opportunity based on self, and for their own betterment, or if this is somebody that is coming forward to genuinely invest in the situationship and move it into a relationship kind of vibe I get. Or marriage, stay, go, whatever it is for you, work, same situation. But that's what the energy is. So pivot. You're supposed to just get your tea, sit quietly in your canoe, and enjoy the scene, enjoy the scenery, and see what unfolds this week. I hope this was helpful. Please, before you go, if this is your vibe, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us readers on YouTube grow our channel, as well as get our message out to a broader footprint. Share this video if you like. If you know somebody going through this, who's stuck in a situation very similar to this, please consider sharing. If you want to learn tarot, I have a platform for that. It's on Saturday mornings. We also record them. So if you can't join us on Saturday, you can watch it and learn how to read some tarot. The link is below. And if you want a personal reading, pretty inexpensive comparably, but feel free to peruse the calendar and we'll find some time. I'm pretty up to speed. I think I'm only booked for a couple of days out, but would love to get together with you. So until next time, y'all, love and light. Take care.